Good evening, gentlemen. I will try to keep it as short as possible. And in advance, I want to say sorry for my English. I know it's far from perfect, but I'm not native speaker, no fluent speaker, so bear with me. This video is gonna be more like a podcast than a video, and this is video for people who love PvP and love wormholes. So if both for you is check, then you'll be interested in what I'm going to say. If not, you can just skip it. So first part of video is how it's called is statements. Statements that I think do not need to be confirmed, that we can agree on. And let's start with rolling c5s is more and more boring, and there is less people in C5 and new corporation created and surviving not that often. And another problem in this, that C5 is being rolled by everyone, by all high-class corps, and even top most hardcore PvP corps rolling C5s and kicking and stomping new corporations that trying to get their foot on high class and on capitals and on high ISK farm, which is not really good, I think. Next statement is when two PvP-oriented collectives met each other, it's best to have neutral wormhole between. So you can fight in this neutral wormhole and both have same limitations, both have same conditions. Because let's agree that entering in other group home is not that comfortable, and not all groups can maintain honor all the time and not drop like 6 phoenixes, for example. So it's better to have neutral hull. Next statement is crabbing in wormholes is now not PvP oriented activity. It's not bringing any content, and not controversially, for some reason, crabbing in C5 in initial high-class systems is more dangerous than crabbing in C6s, while C6s should be more dangerous, obviously, but it's not. And last statement in this block is C6s now is desolate crab space. It's one of the most safe and most controlled spaces in wormholes that is controlled by a few corporations, and it doesn't produce content. I mean, lonely crabs log in at Australian time zone and crabbing and log off, and there is no one to fight there right now. This was a statement block. Next block is what I'm offering. First of all, C6 space is called deadly space. And to be honest, I kind of believe in it. I mean, it should be deadly, it should be highest risk because it has highest rewards. I think that top PvP corporations should roll C6s to find content, to find most successful and most fight-ready crops, and to find each other to fight in neutral hull. And because there is not that many C6s, it's much higher chances to get content. I think that crabbing in C6 should be PvP-oriented content. I mean, if you are crabbing C6, you should be ready to fight. because, again, you are crabbing best ISK in game, and you should have highest risk in game, or at least in wormholes. So next is obvious deduction out of previews. There is no place for crab houses in C6. I mean, they're not producing content, they're not doing anything, they're useless. What we will get out of it? C5s will be more friendly to newbie high-class cops. They can, because highest tier corporations will roll C6s, and newbies will have a bit more space to breathe in C5. And C5 crabbing will be more safe, obviously. And in C6 will be much higher chances to meet PvP, meet content, and to fight. So basically, if you want to be safe, you should be in C5. And if you want to fight, you should be in C6. For, I think it's obvious, because dangerous space, deadly space. So it was suggestion part. And we're getting to part what we're gonna do about it. Well, it's not much, but it's honest work. So we are planning to, in crab houses in C6s that are not owned by any corporations that is there and want to fight, we plan to install lighthouses. Lighthouses is basically citadel for everyone, where everyone can dock, everyone can tether, everyone can repair their ship, and it will help people who are starting to venture in C6s to feel more comfortable there. All crab houses which are not producing content and which are crabbing under the blankets in Australian TZ are gonna be reinforced and eventually destroyed. I mean, if people want to fight for them, that's great. If not, that's okay too. They didn't need it, obviously. And another statement that crabs in C6 should be ready to fight or to be food for people who roll in C6s. That's all. Quite simple, but I hope it's gonna be effective. And last block is... not last. Second to last block is what we're suggesting and what we're offering to everybody else. Well, you can roll C6s if you are not afraid. You can defend lighthouse citadels. You can reinforce and destroy lighthouse citadels. You can shoot crabs. You can defend crabs. You can shoot people that you find there. Basically, do your thing. Get in C6s and have fun. It's deadly space. It's about having fun and having fights, being challenged. So, if you're brave enough, then roll and get in. And if you are afraid and think that Blue Donuts owning all C6s and C6s basically being crab heaven is good, then you can stay docked, or you can again roll C6s and fight for crabs. So both ways is fun, I think. And that's all, I guess, for what we're offering, what we suggest. And last part will be kind of frequently asked questions, or obvious questions and answers. So, question 1. What's with corporations that live in C6s? I guess they're fine. I mean, if guys really live there and ready to fight, it's great. I'm happy for them. They'll get more content, and I hope they're ready, but I think it will be even better for them. What is... next question is... How should I translate it? Sorry. Wouldn't crab houses holders be against my plan? Well, maybe. I mean, they could, but I hope that PvP-oriented corporations will prevail. Or maybe not. We're gonna see. Next question. Is this content for only big and strong and etc. corporations? Well, I hope not. Because there is a lot of C6s and there's gonna be a lot of timers and a lot of content, and I think that there's gonna be a lot of corporations spread across these C6s. So basically, any corporation that's trying to do something in high class may find interesting content there. Next question is, are we gonna create a coalition to achieve our goals? No, fuck no, no. I guess people who know Chiffas long enough would know that we are not really into creating big fleets, big corporations, and to ally with someone. As I said, my offer is have fun, fight for what you want, and enjoy it. It's gonna be PvP space. But no, I'm not trying to lead anyone. I'm not trying to gather anyone. Fuck no, guys. Do what you want. You are all grown up corporations, I hope, and I'm sure you're gonna fight for what you believe in. And it's gonna be fun, aren't it? Next question. Do we want to control all C6s? Again, I mean, are you stupid or something? Sorry. It's obviously me who was asking these questions myself. But again, no. We are not really into collecting C6s, building empires, and etc. As a lot of people may know, we had a chance to get third C6 at this summer, but first thing we do is get rid of it, because 2 is a bit... 2 is already more than we needed. So no, we are not gonna fight to control C6s. Next question is more like a statement. You're gonna die. No, you're not gonna achieve anything. Well, maybe. Maybe. But we're gonna try. I mean, we have 2 options. We have to go against odds and reshape wormholes, or we gonna die fighting, and gonna die fighting for what we believe in. I mean, both is cool. Next questions. What will you do, and do you rely on other corporations joining you in this? No, not really. We are not expecting anyone to join us. I mean, people are free to do as they please. My task and my goal is to offer. I offered and I explained, and now everybody is free to enjoy whatever they want. This is the plan for Chiffas content, and we are gonna work on it. Who else wanna do what else is up for you. I love to hear, I love to answer questions, I love to discuss, but I'm not planning to organize somebody else. I mean, I have Chiffas to organize, that's enough for me. And last question is, when we're gonna start? If you are listening to this, we already started. Go on, get your corp, raise your banners, fight for what you believe in. Enjoy space, enjoy wormholes, enjoy PvP. I mean, content is served. We are doing what we can, and doing it for wormholes. By the way, do you remember, like a year ago, or 2 years ago, there were discussions that wormholes should have some content attractors, content organizers, like structures or something that is worth fighting for. So that's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna make content points in C6 for everyone to enjoy. All you need to do is pick a side, join the fight, Let's go!
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you.